So we're in Gloucester today following a driving test route, which is from Route Buddy, the sponsor of today's video, but we'll talk about them just a little bit later on. This route, what I found is that there are complicated lane layouts, so please watch the video all the way through, because there are some technical lane layouts which you need to be aware of if you are actually driving around this area or learning to drive in the area. The route covers multiple roundabouts, roads varying from 20 to 30, 40, 50, 60 mile an hour. So make sure that you watch to the end, because there are some technical things. Okay, so the driving test centre is just behind me on the right hand side. And as soon as you come out, you're on a roundabout, and then you've got a junction straight ahead. So we're going to be moving away, and we're going to be turning right. And there's a dead-end road to my left, but I'm still going to check left just in case any cyclists are coming up out of that side pathway. And on the roundabout, we're turning right. So let's get the mirrors and the signals in. Today the video is sponsored by Route Buddy, a driving test route app to get you ready for your driving test. But a little bit more from them a little bit later on. I'm going to be turning left at the traffic lights, and I can see a filter light on for turning left. Now, what I've seen from Gloucester so far today is that there is a lot of complicated junctions. I'm following the A38, so I need to get into the right hand lane, and this is one of the complicated junctions. Now if I was to go in that lane, I'm actually going totally the wrong direction, so I need to get into the right hand lane, and we're turning right at the traffic lights. So because I'm first in the queue, I put my signals on approach, just in case the lights change, so people know where I'm going. Whenever you're at traffic lights, as I say on all the videos, check your exit roads. Make sure that you know if there's any speed limit changes, any restrictions before you move away. Just make sure that you are aware of everything before you actually move away. Don't just assume that everything is the same. So, as always anyway, on traffic lights, just take your time, take in the view, breathe, relax, do whatever you've got to do just to compose yourself. So we've just got to wait for this green light to come on, and lights are changing. And I can see that I need to go all the way over to the left hand side. And just following this road now for 1.5 miles. So we're in a 30 zone, and the biggest mistake I normally see when people join a dual carriageway is that they assume that it's national speed limit straight away. It's not national speed limit. You have to adhere to the speed signs. Now I'm going into a 60 zone, so I can pick my speed up, but before I pick my speed up, I check around the car just to make sure that I know what's around me. So at the moment I'm doing 49 mile an hour and just building up gradually. I'm not going to race up to 60 mile an hour straight away. And because of the complicated junctions up in Gloucester before you even come out to the test centre, what I always recommend is make sure that you are taking driving lessons from a professional in your area. Make sure that you're getting the right information. Traffic lights are red, so I'm checking behind. I'm starting to brake early. More firm brake in the middle. I'm going to put the clutch down about now, and then I'm just going to ease off the brake just gradually, just to come into a nice gradual stop. So I can see there on driving test that people will come in too fast, and it's going to be a very uncomfortable stop if they're not taking notice of the traffic lights. Just checking around again, making sure I know what's there. It's still a 60 road, so I'm just building it up gradually, doing 40, 45. And we've got a roundabout sign coming up now on the right hand side. And right in the distance I can see that the chevron's pointing to the left, and now I got the board, the roundabout signboard, and we are taking the first exit to the left. So I'm starting to check early because I'm coming in a lot faster than what I normally would. Checking again. I'm going to signal. I'm braking. I'm going to pick second gear. There's nothing coming from my right. Now I'm going into a 30-mile-an-hour zone. And then I've got another roundabout where I'm going to be going left. So I've checked my mirrors, but I'm going to check them again. Signal. Checking to my right, safe for me to go. Cancelling my signal. No signs on the exit, so this is still 30. And I think this was Telford Lane, and we're going into Nas Lane next. And another roundabout coming up. So I'm going to be taking the first exit to the left. So I've done my mirrors. As I get a bit closer, I'm going to signal, but I'm going to recheck my mirrors. Picking second gear before I get to the roundabout, so I've got a nice controlled speed on approach. There are vehicles coming from my right, but now I can go. Checking all around the car as I come into the new road, so I know there's nothing overtaking me. And then I'm taking the second exit to the straight ahead on this roundabout, so rear and left mirrors to go straight, unless there's road markings to tell me anything different. Follow the curb line all the way around, rear view mirror, left signal. New road. I've checked for signs. I haven't seen any signs, so it's still 30 mile an hour. And I'm just building my speed up back to the speed limit. And I've got a speed hump here, so I just want to hit this nice and straight. If you have difficulties with speed humps, as you're approaching, just put your hands at 10 to 2 and just put your hands on either side of the speed hump. And when you hit it, you should go over nice and straight. Left mirror to come back in a bit. And we've actually got another roundabout coming up. So far there's a lot of roundabouts up in Gloucester. Right mirror to come out a bit for the next speed hump, nice and straight. Left to come back in a little bit. So again, we're taking the second exit straight ahead. Check my right mirror again, just come out for the speed hump. So I can see the roundabout sign, still heading towards Gloucester, so rear and left mirrors. No signal on approach because you're going straight. Picking second gear. Vehicle coming from my right, so I'm just going to wait for it, and as it goes past I'm going to follow it in. Rear view mirror, left signal. No signs again, so still a 30 mile an hour zone, checking all around the car. And now we're just following this road, going to St. James's and School Lane. And we're on Seven Vale Drive at the moment. So I'm doing 27 mile an hour in a 30 zone. Another speed hump. I'm going to check my left mirror this time to come over a little bit. It's quite big, that one. And I got another speed hump. This one looks a little bit bigger as well. And another one. So obviously the speed humps here are just to slow vehicles down a little bit, just so they're not racing through this housing estate. And just remember, if you need to slow it down, you need to press the brake. You need to be checking behind first before you get this. I'm checking now to press my brake now to go over the speed hump. You don't want to be checking as you're hitting it, just in case you need to brake and then something's right on your bumper behind. So this one I'm not going to slow down for. And I'm going to be taking the next right. So I'm checking my rear view mirror, my right mirror. I've got a right position, and I'm going to signal just before the hatch markings end to let any vehicles know that I'm going to be turning right. And it looks safe enough to go in. So this is St. James's. And it's a 20 zone. We've got it looks like a school there. And the roads are actually quite narrow. So right mirror to come out here. Left to come back in, just following the road. So this is Quedgeley police station for those who are actually practicing in the area. And at the end of the road, we're going to be turning right. So mirrors and signals, gentle braking position. So just coming out this junction now, we've got vehicles coming from my left, but they're actually turning, so they're slowing down for me. I got a priority coming up. It's my priority, but if there's already somebody in that space, you have to give priority. So just because there's signs here to say you can go through, it's your priority. If somebody's already there, then you need to wait for them to come out first. So now we're in School Lane. And again, we got a sleeping policeman across the road this time. Another priority coming up. Again, it's my priority, but something's coming through. I have to give them time to come out. So I'm checking my mirrors just in case I need to slow down for anything coming towards me. Now the speed hump, just checking my left mirror to come out to the left a bit. Roundabout up ahead, we're going to be going straight ahead, so rear and left mirrors. I'm not going to go into the cycle lane on the left. Got second gear. Following the road all the way around. Rear view mirror, left signal. And again, I'm not going to go in the cycle lane, but I'm going to recheck my left mirror just in case a cyclist has come out from the left first. This is just a long sweeping road, still on School Lane, going straight ahead in the next roundabout, which is signposted for Elmore, Longney and Epney. And if I got the pronunciations of these roads wrong, please let me know. Another roundabout. So Gloucester, so far, there's a lot of roundabouts on this route. So make sure that you are confident with roundabouts, because if you're not, you're probably going to get caught out. So we're in Sellers Road. vehicle turning left in front of me. They're going to be gone by the time I get there, so I don't need to slow it down. Now I've got a sign for pedestrians walking in the road, so I'm expecting no pavements at all. It's what they class this as a country lane. Maybe. Constantly checking my mirrors just in case I need to slow down and move out of the way or something. Before we carry out the next part of the video, I'd just like a quick shout out to our sponsor today, Route Buddy, which supplies driving test routes for all around the country. One of the biggest issues when learning how to drive is filling those gaps and practice on roads where you may have to go on your driving test. So Route Buddy has been designed to give you the best possible chance of learning in between driving lessons and while you're on personal practice. When you use the app, all you need to do is select your driving test centre and select the route which you'd like to practice on. Route Buddy will give you turn-by-turn directions throughout the route. If the route has to be changed, then Route Buddy will do it for you. If there is unexpected roadworks on roads or road closures, just turn off the route and Route Buddy will change the route for you, getting you back on track as quick as it can. I genuinely think that if you are learning to drive and you get into test standard, Route Buddy will help you practice in your area on roads where the examiners are likely to take you. All you need to do is select the driving test centre where you're taking your driving test, and it'll give you multiple routes for you to practice on. So if you're looking for an app which will help you with your driving lesson practice or just general driving practice, then Route Buddy is for you. So I've got a road narrowing sign coming up, so maybe a priority as well. So I'm just checking behind the gentle braking. It is just a road narrowing. Check my left mirror to come back in. Right mirror to come out a little bit. Just building my speed back up to the 30-mile-an-hour limit. I'm just going to sit in the middle of the lane at the moment, so I'm not getting too close to any of the verges. A junction to my right, gentle brake there. Just following the road. Right mirror, I'm just going to come out away from the verges and the white lines. And because I got a right bend coming up, I'm just going to check my left mirror and just come over, just in case something does come towards me. Right mirror to come back out a little bit. I'm just maintaining 30 mile an hour through this lane. I've got a good view up ahead, so now I can see something coming. I'm actually going to slow down, pick a lower gear, and just pull into this little passing point. Right mirror to come back out. And I'm going to wait for the next vehicle, which is a learner driver. Right mirror to come back out. I got somebody working out the back of the van, so I'm checking my right mirror and I'm coming out. And then I got a junction up ahead where I'm turning left. And there's a sign up in the tree saying 50 mile an hour. And I can see vehicles coming across here quite quick, which will catch people out. As soon as you join the new road, check behind. If there's nothing behind, just build your speed up gradually. Another roundabout. There's a lot of roundabouts on these this route so far. Going to be taking the first exit left, so mirrors, signals, check mirror right. There's vehicles that are actually coming off. And we're not actually far from the driving test centre now. So according to SatNav, it's 5 minutes left. And we need to come off at the next exit. So mirrors, signals, I got 2 lanes ahead of me, so I'm going to automatically go for the left, but then I need to come back to the right. Just check the sat nav. In fact, I'm actually going left here, so I'm just going to check and cross over. It's a little bit deceiving, that is, because the sat nav says that I should go to the right first. Now, if something was in the left-hand lane, then I would have just stayed in the right and just turned right. Because there's nothing there and I was going slow enough, I was able to fix it. So we're on Bristol Road, B4008. And this road, I could probably see examiners asking you to pull over on the left-hand side. And lo and behold, we've got another roundabout. Now, I like roundabouts. I think they're the best junctions you can come across. Drop a comment, let me know what you think of roundabouts. Because when you're learning to drive, they can be quite scary. I'm going straight ahead. Stay into the left-hand side. And mirrors, signals to come off. Checking around me. This road's quite bumpy here because there have been roadworks in the past. One of the biggest difficulties I find when I come out of area, when I come out of Wales and I go to different test centres in England, is speed limits can catch you out. So this road here, if he was back in Wales now, would probably be 20 mile an hour because we've got street lights and it's residential. But in England and other parts of the UK, then the speed limit is 30. So make sure that you know where you're driving, what the limits are and what the laws are. And I'm taking a third exit straight ahead here for Bristol Road. So the road marking say I can use either lane. Just got to wait here. We've got a red car coming around, a taxi coming around, a van's blocking everything off. I just follow my lane. Mirrors, signals to come off. Check mirror right because there's another lane there as well now. So just going back to what I was talking about a moment ago, make sure that you know the rules of the road for the area where you're learning to drive, because things like speed limits can catch you out when you go to a different area when you're learning to drive. or just in general, if I was just coming here for today now, these speed limits might catch me out. So just make sure that you are aware that things do change across the UK. So I've got some traffic lights coming up, and according to the sat nav I'm going to be turning left. I'm going to check my mirrors, signal, and looking at where we are and how much time we got left. The test centre's just around the corner. So again, we're on traffic lights. Make sure that you're just taking everything in around you, making sure that you know what you're driving into when you actually move away. And I've got a cycle in on my left, so I'm just going to check my left mirror again before I actually move away there. And we've got a roundabout, and we're going to be turning left. Some mirrors, signals, checking my right, nothing coming, cancelling the signal because I don't want people to think I'm going down there if they're coming out, and then the next left. So this is going back to the test centre. So this is the roundabout I was talking about earlier on. So mirrors, staying to the left, and the test centre's just on the left hand side. So YouTube's about to pop another video up around by here somewhere, suggesting another video to watch. If it looks interesting to you, then by all means give it a click. May pick up new hints and tips, but it's always worth just checking those extra videos. So this has been Gloucester today and following sat nav. So I hope this video has helped, and I'll see you on the next video.